Hey there, welcome to a brand new episode of Muzikxpress. My name is Twan, and in this week's vlog you will see my interview with Jurgen Leyers, a.k.a. DJ Fire, and the story behind the Fire and Ice classic Forever Young. But before we start with the interview, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and very important, also make sure to click the bell button, because then you will get a notification the next time a new vlog is online. Alright, here it is, the story behind Forever Young by Fire and Ice, my interview with Jurgen Leyers. Enjoy! Jurgen Leyers, a.k.a. DJ Fire, is active in the music scene for many years already. Together with Laurent Véronnez, a.k.a. Airwave, Jurgen is responsible for the project Fire and Ice. In my previous two interviews with Jurgen, we already spoke about the Fire and Ice tracks Lost Emotions and Never Ending Melody. For this week's vlog I sat down with Jurgen to ask him about the story behind the Fire and Ice classic Forever Young, plus we also spoke about the legendary Fire and Ice remix of the Sonic Inc. classic Taste of Summer. My first question to Jurgen was how he and Laurent usually decided when they would start to work on new tracks.
Since we had the luck that I was working at the record shop and Laurent was in the studio 20 meters further, we usually came together in the record store, listened to the new vinyls, the new stuff that came into the record shop, and usually got some inspiration from there, so it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
And with Forever Young, we had the luck that it was I think a track by Jan Vervloed, The Oblique. It was not a new track, it was a track that was like 2-3 years old back then, but I really loved the track and it has this special break in it. And I was like, can't we use that kind of sound in the break? And Laurent was, yeah, but that's not really Fire and Ice. And then we talked about how we could change it further in the track, and yeah, we used a small part in the track of The Oblique, but it was not a copy, it was the sound but with another melody. From there we turned it into a Fire and Ice track. So like with a lot of Fire and Ice tracks, we got the ideas from other tracks, but then made it into something of ourselves.
Did you tell Jan that
I'm not sure if I told him yet. No. Maybe if he listens to it, he knows or he recognizes it. But yeah.
So did you guys often deal with writer's block or like no inspiration?
Not the first couple of years, no. Maybe later on we were like, we have to do something new, but something original, and we didn't want to be a copy of a copy. That was the problem in the years like 2000 to 2004. So many records were released with the same kind of structures, the same kind of melodies, a bit of an overkill of trance releases. And that was a difficult period to produce new stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You wanted to stand out, and just making a copy of another track isn't really original.
So I guess for Forever Young, you guys kind of use the same equipment as for the other two tracks.
Yeah, I think it was pretty much the same period as well. Never Ending Melody was 99, I think. Forever Young as well, or maybe 2000. Yeah, but I think it was produced in the same period, but just released a bit later because of the amount of releases that were coming out on Ecstasy. I think it was like each week there was a new Ecstasy. So yeah, it was maybe moved a couple of months, but it was produced in the same period. So pretty much the same equipment. Yeah.
And how long did it take you guys to finish this one?
Forever Young, I think it was like a couple of days. Yeah. Usually we took about 2 days, not like 2 weeks or longer, because then you change too many things and then a track isn't original anymore. You usually have to stick to the first idea and not start changing too much things, because it doesn't work like that. The biggest hits usually are the tracks that are produced in a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's very true. I hear that more often. But yeah. So who of you came up with the title Forever Young?
Not sure about that. I think it was something like something somebody said to me, like, you still look like 18 when I was like 27 back then. and I was like, yeah, maybe I'm forever young. Yeah. Something like that. I think it was, and was a good title.
Yeah.
Doesn't have anything to do with the Alpha.
Yeah,
track, so.
Yeah, I was about to say, because there was also 80s and
a lot of people asked me that, but doesn't have anything to do with that.
That's not the case. Okay. So yeah, when the track was finished, did the A&R team of Bonsai usually approve the track straight away, or did they often ask you guys to make some small changes?
99% of the time it was like perfect, new Fire and Ice. Sometimes they liked the B track more than the A track, depended on who listened to it. Yeah, and sometimes it's been changed. Then we had 2 tracks and they change it. So I think it was the case with Para Siempre, a later Fire and Ice track, because we both loved Para Siempre, and they were like, no, we're going to put Samoa on the A side and Para Siempre on the B side.
Yeah,
strange because everybody played Para Siempre. So
yeah. Oh, that's funny. And there's a Silent Cry, that was a B-side, right?
That was a B-side, I think, of Forever Young, not sure.
Might be.
It's never any melody. Not sure about that anymore. Anyway, it was a B-side, and I played the B-sides usually more than the A-sides.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, which DJs did support Forever Young?
I think Forever Young was Paul van Dyk. Might have been Armin as well. And some foreign DJs from Germany and Norway, I think.
Yeah, I know Lars Holte.
Yeah,
put it on some of his compilations. Like
it was like on a lot of compilations, but I'm not sure about the big trance names back then.
Yeah, I can imagine, because the amount of releases you guys did, and it's been a while, so sometimes it's hard to remember.
And now it's easier these days to look at the playlists and you immediately know who plays it. But back then you had to know it from the artists themselves or the reaction sheets you get from the promos. Was a different time, of course.
Yeah, this is what sometimes people don't seem to understand. You know, that was like that was internet, but not as we know it right now.
No. A lot of faxes and email
faxes. Yeah. So yeah, if you could pick whoever you wanted to do a remix of Forever Young, who would you pick that and why?
Forever Young,
Jan de Vloed.
No, because I'm not sure what kind of music he makes nowadays, because he still plays a lot of his older material. But maybe, Armin would be good. I think.
Yeah,
Armin would be a good one to remix that one.
And maybe a techno name, because you're into techno.
Yeah, I'm into techno. Yeah, but Forever Young is really trance.
Yeah,
so that's really difficult to make something techno out of it. Yeah, I really like the productions of Lily Palmer. She's really good, together with Egbert, her husband. So, yeah, maybe she could do something with it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, who knows? So yeah, speaking of remixes, you guys did a lot of remixes under the name Fire and Ice as well.
Yeah,
there have been Fire and Ice remixes for artists and acts such as Dance Nation, Aurora, Freebase, Sunscreen, Gonzai, Unknown Source, Primer, Rose. And of course, we cannot forget the legendary remix you guys did for The Taste of Summer by Sonic Inc. Let's talk a bit about that remix. I've read that the Fire and Ice remix is played at the Antwerp FC Stadium after each goal is scored by the team.
Yeah. And they made the big track out of it the last couple of years. So it was still played on a lot of classic nights. It was really known back then because I think it was immediately #1 in the Belgian dance charts. It took a couple of weeks to get to #1 in the European dance chart, so it was a lot bigger than we expected, because the original was handed over to us, and we were like, yeah, it's okay, but we're going to do with it. I'm not sure if it will be that big. And yeah, we made the remix in a 3-4 hours, I think. A funny fact, originally the name for the remix would have been the Fire and Ice Vitalinea track, because there's some cookies, a certain brand in Belgium, Vitalinea, and we were eating those cookies during the remix. Yeah. And then our record company came up with the idea, let's just change it to the Vital, Fire and Ice Vital remix, because we cannot use a brand for a remix.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
So and that remix is become an iconic one, because people still know it up to this day. In the smallest dance cafes, it's being played. And in the football stadium, everyone is shouting the main melody.
Yeah, that's cool. See, I know Laurent wrote a post on his Facebook page in 2023 where he said that the original producer earned thousands in paid royalties thanks to the Fire and Ice remix, while the two of you got a fee of €250 to make the remix.
Yeah.
But he said he wasn't bitter because a deal is a deal, and that he was happy he could transform someone's life with his craftsmanship, and that it was a great feeling. So how do you feel about this?
Mixed feelings, of course, because at the time I think you had the choice of producing a track for a certain fee, or you could produce or remix a track for a percentage of sales.
Yeah.
But we weren't really sure about the track. We were like, okay, it's a Fire and Ice remix. We're not going to spend too much time remixing it, so 3-4 hours. And we were like, €250 each. It's a good deal for a Sunday afternoon. So and then when it became bigger and bigger and bigger, we were like, shit.
Yeah, wrong decision.
Wrong decision, maybe. But good for him. Good for the original producer.
So I think almost every trance DJ was playing that track back then.
Yeah. Especially Armin produced. Who played it. It was incredible. I think it was the first State of Trance record of the week back then. And still on the internet I can find a lot of posts of like people commenting on the YouTube video, State of Trance. So everybody knows it from the record, from the radio show back then. So that's cool. Thanks to Armin.
Yeah. So did the remix of Sonic Inc. give the career of Fire and Ice an extra boost as well? Like, did you get more remix requests or DJ bookings maybe?
DJ bookings for sure, because that year I was asked to play Malta and Finland, the year after Czech Republic, and it was all thanks to the remix, because people were crazy about it. And I think I was driving in Malta with the guy who booked me, and it was on the radio, so it was really funny. And they had this commercial playing about the club night where I was playing, and they used, of course, some Sonic Inc. Taste of Summer. Nowadays, it's the same story for Zillion. Zillion, the big event and club name in Belgium with the movie, also uses Sonic Inc. Taste of Summer in every commercial or every after movie they use. Yes, it's in there. So it keeps on coming back.
Yeah, it's like super catchy, you know. Yeah, it gets like stuck in your head. Yeah. So do you still play the Taste of Summer remix in your own sets a lot?
I try to. I use it now and then. I try not to use it too much because I've heard it so many times.
But do people get angry when you don't play it?
Sometimes, Sometimes they ask like, why didn't you play your most famous track? Then I'm like, but it's not really our most famous track. It's our remix. But people expect the track, of course. Especially during a classic set.
Did you ever get like a thank you from the original producer?
I think he's really happy with it, and he commented on a mail I sent him last year. So I'm sure he's really happy. And I don't know if he made any other tracks that were that successful.
So, are there any artists you would still love to do a Fire and Ice remix for?
Fire and Ice remix. That's difficult because we haven't really started on the new Fire and Ice sound yet. Would be cool to remix something for the big names of these days. Maybe something for like Tale of Us. Sure. If they still.
And never say never.
No, of course.
So, is there anything I forgot to ask you about, or maybe something you would still like to mention?
Something like to mention. People can still book me for 2024.
Oh, that's good.
I have a lot of dates open, and I'm looking for more bookings, so contact me.
Okay, good. That sounds good. Well, thanks a lot for coming over, and good luck with everything.
Thank you, Tuan.
Alright, that was it. This week's vlog, the story behind Forever Young by Fire and Ice, my interview with Jurgen Leyers, a.k.a. DJ Fire. Jurgen, thanks a lot for your time. Much appreciated. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, make sure to give this video a like, leave a comment in the comment section below, and very important, make sure to subscribe. Also make sure to click the bell button, because then you will get a notification the next time a new vlog is online. And in case you missed it, I did 2 more interviews with Jurgen, Both interviews are available on my channel already. In the first one, Jurgen shared the story behind the Fire and Ice track Lost Emotions. And in the second one, you will hear the story behind A Never Ending Melody, another big classic by Fire and Ice. So make sure to check them out. Once again, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye bye.